Hey, hey Aquarius, happy May. Happy to see you. Very, very excited to see what your spirit posse has to say for you this month. So we're going to dive right in. Better late than never. Month of May, spirit. What does Aquarius need to know for their highest good? Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. What do they need to know for their highest good at this month? What's the plot, storyline, characters, pitfalls and potentials? What does Aquarius need to know for their highest good, spirit, to experience the highest degree of love, fulfillment, creativity, joy in the month of May? All right. I just saw one of your cards by accident, Aquarius. Pretty good stuff. One more. Aquarius. Or two. Whatever spirit wants, spirit gets. All right. Forgive the suspense, Aquarius. Sometimes they have me go around the wheel a few times, which is an interesting expression. We'll see if the Wheel of Fortune is anywhere in here. Don't worry if somebody knocked over a few of your cups, water bearer. Okay, Aquarius, some of you are feeling uncharacteristically shaky. Now, the good news is you are showing a very brave face to the world. Unless you want people to know that you're feeling that way, nobody knows. That's the feeling that they're giving me. And Aquarius, before we get deeper into this, because this is going to get real deep, remember that these are not one-on-one readings, they're general. So some of these messages are going to resonate with you, some more than others, and some not at all. And I don't want anything to worry you. So if it doesn't resonate with you and it doesn't ring bells, then leave it aside knowing that it's for some other Aquarian, okay? So here you are. Powerful way to come in for you. Queen of Swords is the Queen of Air, and you're an air sign. There is some honesty that needs to be brought to the forefront. And you're a quick thinker, you're witty, you're intelligent, Aquarius. You're not usually one to be at a loss for words or afraid to speak the truth. But you might be feeling a little shaky. The Tower is sitting in the position of your unconscious. You're feeling a little off kilter. I want to tell you, I'm not feeling like this is anything that's going to come as a surprise. This feels very much, like I said, it's an internal tower. It's like part of me is shaking apart. Who am I going to be after this thing, this ego death that happens, and an identity that I used to really strongly identify with falls away. I'm the kind of person who does this. I'm not the kind of person who does that. And suddenly that becomes moot. And it's like, oh. Humbling. That's what Spirit is saying, is some of you have had a humbling experience where it's like, damn, maybe I even used to look at other people and think like they were dumb or they were like silly or whatever to feel that way or get into that kind of situation. And like, here I find myself in that kind of situation. Damn it. And some of you, it's... you're being swept away by your emotions a little bit. And there's no shame in that, Aquarius. We all want to be loved. We all want to be loved. We all want to be seen for what we are and appreciated for what we are. And you might be craving that. Will you be disappointed, Aquarius, if I tell you that what I'm hearing is there are beautiful blessings coming to you And there is justice in your future. There is growth. There is achievement. There's a blessing, but it's going to look different than you thought it was going to look. If you keep looking at a pot full of tulips and you keep looking at them and going, be roses, be roses. I'll love you when you're roses. You're going to end up feeling disappointed. But if you look at a pot of tulips and see them as beautiful tulips and appreciate them for what they are, I'm just saying, Aquarius, sometimes we don't have control. And you're a fixed sign. You like knowing what's up. You like having a grip. You like control. And you're not a controlling person, but you like knowing what the fucking deal is. You know what I'm saying? It's not about controlling other people, but it is like, I like to be in control of myself. I like to feel independent. I like to feel nice and detached, and like I can do what I want when I want. I'm not going to be swept away by anything. And well, some of you are feeling a little disappointed and stagnant and a little disenchanted with the way things are, and there is a new rush of energy that wants to come in. Four of Cups says somebody spilled a few of your cups and you were disappointed, but you didn't see that something over your shoulder. Some benevolent stranger was pouring you a new cup, and here they are, Knight of Cups crossing your reading. The Knight of Cups can be a romantic suitor, but the Knight of Cups in a more broad sense is an open-hearted, sweet, youthful, sensitive person. So somebody may be entering your sphere this month, Aquarius, that either activates those kind of loving, open feelings, or at least shows you how to do that a little bit more yourself. Whenever we encounter a court card in the spread and in life, they represent a real person, and they also represent an attitude that is meant to be activated in us, and that's why we meet them. So who is your sweet, soft, perhaps, if not literally younger than you, like a youthful, vulnerable soul that makes you maybe want to pour your heart out a little bit more, or even makes you afraid because you're worried that you'll pour your heart out? Listen, Aquarius, you're solid. Where you find yourself, Ten of Pentacles. There's money, there's protection, there's home, there's security, there's family. Things are steady, but maybe they're so steady that some of you are bored. Maybe your outsides are now becoming incongruous with your insides. Maybe that's why you're having this tower on the inside of, look, I used to want this, or I thought that this was what I was supposed to want, and I'm realizing quickly, like, it's not. And the beautiful thing, Aquarius, is that you are in position this month to bring clarity, justice, recalibration, and a sense of control back. That control that you want over yourself and over, you know, where you're heading. You've had a lot coming at you recently, a lot of thoughts, a lot, like, Spirit is just showing me, some of you even have, like, anxiety, because it's like rushing thoughts. Rushing thoughts. Some of you fucking straight up need to write your thoughts down because you're having so many thoughts. And if you don't want to write and that's not your thing, another handy thing to do is just pick up your phone. Only do this if you have a password and you trust people around you not to, like, grab your phone and look at anything. But, you know, pick up your phone, start making a video, talk to yourself, literally talk to yourself about whatever it is that's like, I don't know what to do about this. If you can't or won't talk to somebody else about it, talk to yourself and see what comes up. You're smart. And it's okay to want control. And it's just as okay to surrender to the fact that maybe you don't feel fully in control right now. Your perspective has been altered, so it's natural that you don't feel completely steady on your feet. You're looking at the world in a new way. Take your time. Really take your time. I feel like some of you need like a better routine. The Emperor is showing up in the position of what is around you, what is available to you, and that is an energy of order, discipline. Spirit is saying some of you are in the military or former military. I don't know. For the 1 or 2 Aquarians that are watching this that applies to, they're talking about the fact that a little bit of that regimented feeling of discipline, that might be beneficial for you. To kind of take some decisions off of your plate. By that I mean automating them. Maybe you spend Sunday meal prepping and choosing 5 things that you're going to wear to work that week and making sure that they're all hung up and neatly together, so you're not spending your mornings like figuring out where things are and what you're going to do and this and that. It's like lunch is ready. I got my clothes picked out. Everything that I can do beforehand is setting me up for success, basically. Habits that create the steps, the unsexy, unglamorous steps to the big sexy goal. So if that's get up in the morning and drink a big glass of lemon water, if that's meditate for 5 or 10 minutes, if that's study my law book before I go into work in the morning because I'm always too tired to study afterward, that's what they're saying. It's time to be a little regimented, be a little military, be a little emperor, be CEO of your life. The sense of being thrown off on the inside, Aquarius, the Tower can be considered, like I said, an ego death, which can also be translated to a level up. Something that wasn't working for you, something that was unsustainable or untrue within yourself, a false sense of identity, it's crumbling. Your best bet and the most comfortable, I know, because the Tower's not comfortable. We all like control, like as you know, as my wonderful reader friend of mine says, nobody likes change but a wet baby. Nobody likes it, but your best bet, Aquarius, is to be your free-thinking, rebellious, independent self and go, you know what? So a little revolution never hurt anybody. Well, you know, I'm just gonna leave that there. A little change and excitement never hurt anybody. Let's find out who's underneath this mask that is crumbling away. You've evolved. You're re-emerging. And it's okay to be in pause right now. It's okay if you're like, I'm not ready to re-emerge. A lot of you are still in this hanged man. Whoa, I just got the rug pulled out from under me. Tower shaken apart. I don't know exactly what I think yet. Take your time. The hanged man always reminds me of Odin, the god who was hung from the world tree, and he sacrificed one eye for sight with a capital S, psychic sight. His third eye basically opened. So if you're feeling dimmed, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling bored, if you're feeling untethered, set up the habits that care for you and take care of you, Aquarius, and then you have a lot of cognitive juice left over for the decisions that you do need to be making when it comes to how am I going to change my life. So what I'm kind of saying is, it sounds strange, but as the Emperor and CEO of your life, kind of go in and change the things that you know you can change, like the things that are within your control that are going to support you. From the simplest, like making sure that there's healthy food in your cabinets and you've always got a full bottle of water next to you, that will give you more. I mean, literally, you know, you can look this stuff up. We only have a limited amount of cognitive juice, I'm just going to call it that, to use every day to make our decisions. So make some of your decisions a like literal no-brainer. Like make Sunday your gist day. Like get your shit together day. Like, okay, everything is set up for me for the week. Now I can maybe sit down and chill with my book and my journal and fucking get my head together. you are building yourself back up. And I don't think that it will scare you, Aquarius, to hear that the key and conclusion of your reading is that you are building something very worthwhile within yourself, and some of you in a project on the outside, like a creative or work project, that it's kind of like you're putting, there's some milestone, there's some good news coming around that. Like, hey, you guys are coming along really beautifully. Look at this. This happened. Now we can put this addition on, or now we got this, like, certification. There's some kind of milestone that you're doing a good job and telling you keep going for the long haul. But also they're telling me you working on yourself, your regiment, your schedule, etc. That is leading you to the time when you're going to feel ready to take on that conflict. And to say, you know what, now I do have an idea of who I am, where I want to go, and now I'm ready for the disruption. Now I'm ready to do what I do best as an Aquarian and be the rebel. And not only am I going to go with the change, I'm going to choose this change. If this tower is falling, I'm going to choose what I do with the rubble. Am I going to build a bridge? Am I going to build a road? Am I going to build a wall? What do I want to do with this tower? I advise you to build a road or a bridge, Aquarius. I think you've had enough of walls and towers. Where do you want to go? Today, now, this is the time. They're even telling me, Aquarius, like this is connected to your wealth. Those habitual routines and the way that you take care of yourself and the way that you respond to this change, it's connected to making more money. If you seize it. Your free will is everything, Aquarius. You can listen to this reading and do nothing with it, and you will still be unconditionally loved and supported by Spirit, by your spiritual board of directors. But when you fucking lean in on that spiritual board of directors meeting and say, this is what I want and this is what I'm willing to do to get it, your people will give you a firm and hearty push and help you out with it, okay? So go with the change. You're the Queen of Swords. You're the one who gets to make the choices. You can cut things off. You can draw lines. You're an intelligent and emperor person this month, okay? Seize the day, Aquarius. Seize the moment. Drink it dry. Water bearer, get it? Get it? I love you, Aquarius. I hope that this is helpful for you. And I really... Don't be afraid of this. This is a transformation, but it's leading you toward better times. It's leading you toward a feeling of actually feeling justice, solid, sure, like clearing karma, feeling ready. I love it. I love it, Aquarius. And we're well into May, so if you know what this is, if you've got questions, comments, stories, please feel free to share them below. And I just want to say really quickly that I appreciate you for being here, Aquarius. Been a while, and I appreciate those of you who've sent kind messages and comments and things as I've been kind of like dealing with an injury and, you know, working the jobs and stuff like that. I appreciate those of you who are still here. Much love to you, Aquarius, and if I don't see you in the Magic Monday video, hope I see you in next month's reading. Bye-bye.